Yes, my great Africans, breaking news. You remember that protest that was going on before the American and Israel attacked Iran when they started bombing Iran after they killed the president of Iran. These people were sending ammunition to those protesters that were protesting that time. And they don't want to tell you the truth. All international media was saying that Iran killed innocent protesters that were not even armed. Listen to what Donald Trump is telling you now.
President Trump told me the United States sent guns to the Iranian protesters. He tells me we sent them a lot of guns. We sent them through the Kurds, and the president says he thinks the Kurds kept them. He went on to say we sent guns to the protesters, a lot of them. And so a number of headlines here from my conversation with President Trump.
You know, we sent some guns, but the group that was supposed to give, which I said would happen to my people, I said it, I called it exactly. We sent guns, a lot of guns. They were supposed to go to the people so they could fight back against these thugs, you know.
You see what happened now? Donald Trump have confirmed that they said they sent ammunition, weapon to those people that were protesting so that they can able to overthrow the government. You see what Americans are doing with Israel. Israel too put Mossad in that protest that was going on in Iran. Israel, now listen to the Israel version.
Turns out, according to Israeli media, the Iranian protests that have been used as a source of justification for the attack and war on Iran turned out to be not so organic as previously reported and widely reported, to be frank, by the U.S. media. If you want to know what the truth is, read the Israeli press, because they do tell the truth. And in this case, I learned about this thanks to The Dissident, one of my favorite Substack pages that I highly recommend reading if you want to be informed on foreign policy. So in that Substack post by The Dissident, they broke down the article by the Israeli newspaper Ynet, and here's what they report. A regime can be overthrown from above by relying on senior officials, or it can be overthrown from below by cultivating mass protest and armed resistance by minorities. Israel has chosen both options at the same time. It will both chop off the chicken's head and cook its own legs. So basically, there were, I believe it was the Kurds in Iran, they were being armed by Mossad agents on the ground in the lead up to these protests. And the protests, by the way, I want to be clear about something. The protests started off as something that you could consider organic because we have implemented crushing sanctions against Iran, and the Iranian people are suffering as a result of that. So some of them took to the streets in order to protest the economic conditions, not the IRGC. They weren't trying to overthrow the IRGC. So once they take to the streets, that's when Mossad gets activated with the, armed Kurds, and things get violent. Because remember, even the New York Times reporting indicated that the protests were peaceful, and then suddenly it was like a flip of a switch. Things suddenly got super violent.
Yeah. So Mossad had actually said something online before about how they were next to the protesters in Iran.
Yes.
And so that was already kind of rubbing it in people's faces. Now Israeli press has confirmed, no, it was a Mossad operation to try to cause unrest. And part of the reason for that is regime change, but the other part of the reason is to use it as an excuse to drag America into war. So, but after you see this, you will not see this reported in mainstream media in America.
Correct.
The Israeli press is way more honest, partly because they're internally, they've got an election coming up. They're bragging to their own citizens. Oh, we're so good at manipulating America, a bunch of suckers over there, and this is how we manipulate them. We're so good at starting wars. So they're being more honest in their case, but American media was like, shh, don't ever say anything that.
Israel too were sending people, the Mossad, to overthrow the government. They said that when the protest is going on, that the Mossad will be inside something that they will give ammunition so they can be able to overthrow the government. And if not possible, they cannot kill the chicken and hit the legs. What do you think that would mean? You have to be careful with these people. Americans and Israel, they are not good people, to be precisely. We don't need to say Iran is bad. For me, I'm not supporting Iran for anything, but the truth has to be told. What I'm fighting for here is the truth. These people, these Western people have come to dominate our countries. Go to Africa, there's nothing good happening in Africa. They just come to destroy your place, take the raw material and go away, scatter the whole area. This is what they do. The same thing Macron came back to Kenya, pleading for 50-50 because he has known that his job did not work again. So, like people were blaming Iran, oh, Iran killing innocent people. You see the story now? They were giving harm to those protesters to fight against the government. If you look at it, the protest was very peaceful. After, unexpectedly, one second, everything changed. That's why Iran fight to defend themselves. Then when they see that it was not true, they now came with air defense and air attack to kill the leader of Islamic in that very country. You see the truth now. People blaming Iran. Iran killed 440,000 people that were protesting without no harms. Everything was a big lie.